Two of the NBA's best going at it. Holmgren fires away the three, and it's good. And that gives the Thunder their largest lead here in the first half, up by 11. Brunson, three-pointer, gets it to go, and the game is tied. Knicks who come back from 15 down. SGA knocks down the clutch three.
Late game, you got to just figure it out, and whatever it looks like.
Get it into Brunson. Brunson, three-pointer, won't go. Two good chances to tie the game. And the Thunder hold on and win here at the Garden.
Yeah.
Since I now work in New York, it's probably not in my best interest to say this coming out of the gates, but those Shays, I'll tell you, they'll get after you here in this city. I don't know what to tell you. Hello, everyone. Welcome to First Take. I am Shay Cornett. You probably heard the yelling next to me. That is Jay Will.
Yeah.
Chiney Ogwumike is hanging out with us, as is Stephen A. Smith. But let's get to what happened last night at the Garden. Oklahoma City went to MSG last night. They just barely got out with a win. SGA had 26 points. Chet Holmgren had 28 points. Jalen Brunson, he struggled shooting. He had only 2 points in the first half. He finished with 16, but Brunson did total 15 boards. Karl Anthony Towns played very well, 17 points, 17 boards. The Knicks had 2 good looks at the end of regulation, just was not enough for the Oklahoma City Thunder win. So the Knicks overcame a 15-point third-quarter deficit to be right there at the end of it. Does that loss give you more? Why are you sitting so low? Why are you sitting like that?
I just wanted to bring the energy to that. You know what I mean?
cannot
This is how I
handle
play
you.
ball. I'm the smallest guy on the court. Got to stay low to the ground. Got a center of gravity.
Cannot handle you. He's literally, look
Relax,
at this.
Jay, relax.
I am relaxed, Shanae. I'm just chilling.
He's chilling. Okay, does last
They
night...
can't even see it. I'm going to put my chair
Yeah,
up.
come on
I'm
up.
gonna put my chair.
Does last
Yeah,
night's
yeah,
loss,
come
albeit
correct.
There we go.
There you go.
Last night's loss, albeit a close one, give you less or more confidence in the Knicks that they could win it all this season?
I don't. I think the Knicks have depth. One of the things that, and you said you thought Karl Anthony Towns had a good game last night.
I did think he had a good game.
I think from an offensive production, I think there are going to be challenges that we're going to see that are going to rear its ugly face more and more, especially if Mitchell Robinson gets in foul trouble down the stretch for this team. There are certain plays that I could point out where defensively, towards the end of a game, when Karl Anthony Towns has to guard a side pick and roll, where I don't know what his feet are doing. I don't know what his posture's doing. And I think it's going to become a bigger and bigger story. S.A., Kendrick Perkins and I always have conversations about, do we think that Karl Anthony Towns played better under Tibbs, more so than Mike Brown? I think their depth is better. I think they have a better shot this year because of the openness of the Eastern Conference. But I think how Karl Anthony Towns plays defensively will ultimately determine whether this team has a legitimate shot to win it or not. And I don't know if I believe in that. I don't know if I believe in that down the stretch.
Answer the question. Did last night give you more or less confidence?
No, give me less confidence.
Give you less confidence.
I don't know if I've ever had confidence in the Knicks to win the whole thing. I don't even know why I said we should just talk about the Knicks trying to win the Eastern Conference to start. Okay. Winning the whole thing.
All right. I was surprised by how close they kept that game last night.
Without Jay Will, without Hartenstein in the second half, without Alex Caruso, I mean, they weren't even fully complete.
Yeah, I mean, Caruso obviously was hurt, so was Chet late in the game. Anyways, Stephen A., more or less confidence in the Knicks last night. What do you think?
Well, first of all, good morning. Technical difficulties delayed my presence on the show this morning, so let me make sure I point that out, number one. Number two, Jay Will, I see you trying to grow the beard. I feel you. Way to go. And number three, I will step back and defer to the lovely Chiney Ogwumike. Ladies first, and then I will chime in.
Go ahead, Chiney, girl.
Thank you so much, Stephen A. You know, I call myself Chiney, so, you know, we're like fam. Stephen A versus Chiney. Okay,
Right.
You know what's interesting, Jay Will? You mentioned that the Knicks' depth is better and they have a better shot, but you have less confidence. When you say those things, it sounds like you have more confidence in this squad. I do think that the trap in this question is winning it all. Right? But we're not going to talk about win it all. We're going to talk about what's on this, bottom line right here. More or less confident in the Knicks after last night. After the last 10 games of seeing how the Knicks have performed, I'm actually more confident in them. I know it was tough. It was heartbreaking to see those 2 final attempts not go down. But I did not feel bad at the end of this game because you finally got the requisite amount of Knicks fight. And we've been seeing the trends over the last 10 games. During this span, I think leading into the game, they had the #1 defense. After this game, they have the #2 defense in the last 10 games. But most importantly, the biggest issues that you need for the Knicks are buy-in. You have a new coach. You have to buy into the system. We have been begging Karl-Anthony Towns to do more. He had 9 offensive rebounds, 17 total rebounds yesterday, 7 for 8 from the field, 17 points. He should not have fouled out. Yes, that is a growing point. That has been his knock on his game, the lack of defensive awareness that keeps him in foul trouble. But still, the heart was there. Multiple plays. We're probably going to talk about it when it comes to SGA. Jalen Brunson was out there trying to be a charge machine. As someone who played, Jay, at a high level, charges are the hardest thing to get a superstar to do. And he's out there locked in on defense, taking charge left, right, and center. So overall, I am more confident in this squad than I was maybe the first 3-4 months of the NBA season because the heart is back. Will they win a title? The Thunder, they were deficient and still got the right result. But still, this is a team that looks like they've turned a corner, whereas there were so many question marks a couple weeks ago, but now the fight is back. And that's the most important thing to New York, right, Stephen A? You want that fight. You want that grit. You want that toughness, and they brought it to the table yesterday.
Well, listen, I'm walking away feeling the same way you are, Janae, because, listen, bottom line is I'm a little bit more confident. Here's where I'm coming from with this, Jay. I'm looking at the New York Knicks last night. You lost this game despite outscoring OKC 23-14 in points off turnovers, 46-20 in the paint, 20-10 in second chance points, 14-2 on fast break points. If anything, that would be a reason for me to be despondent. How could you have all of those advantages and still lose this game? I'm telling you why. Because Jalen Brunson was held for 2 for 10 shooting by Casey Wallace. And he didn't have the greatest game. 16 points, 15 assists. 15 assists is a big deal. But we're certainly accustomed to seeing him score more than 16 points. We didn't see the level of offensive production from the Knicks collectively. We saw them shoot 29% from three-point range. And they fought, nip and tucked with the reigning defending NBA champions with Shea Butter in the lineup. So I was very, very happy about that. I was pleased to see that level of fight, just like Janae just alluded to. So I'm happy about that. And in terms of championship talk, let me be very, very clear. I've never had the Knicks winning the championship. I had them coming out of the East. That was, you crawl before you walk. Get to the damn NBA Finals for the first time since 1999. Make me a favor. Pretty please with sugar on top. That's what I'm looking for from the New York Knicks. And when I see the Detroit Pistons having their way with the Knicks the way that they did this year, it gives me cause to pause. But I've never had them winning the championship and beating the likes of an OKC as deep as OKC is with a closer, with a reigning league MVP and a reigning NBA Finals MVP in Shea Butter. I've never had that happening, Jay.
I will say back to your Karl-Anthony Towns point, and you can speak to the footwork better, you all can than I can, but I just felt like he was the only one on that team that felt like he was shooting well. I don't know why they didn't go to him more. Like, no one else was having a good shooting night. And so from that perspective, I was like, okay, Kat, look at you. You're shooting well. You're defending well. The fouling out was a problem. But, come on.
I'm not saying that they didn't play well last night. I'm not disagreeing with the things that Janae is talking about or Stephen A. is talking about. All I'm saying is as we get deeper into the playoffs, trust me, that's going to become a bigger thing. Yeah. How he handles defense down the stretch, can he stay out of foul trouble? He put his hand in the cookie jar multiple times last night. We're like, why are you even putting yourself in that position? So it's the lack of coherence sometimes. I wonder, can he sustain that even though he is playing better?
A lot, regardless of the results, a lot was made of the officiating last night, the calls or lack thereof. In fact, Mike Brown received his first tech as head coach of the Knicks. Here he was after the game, frustrated by how the game was officiated.
SGA he's a tough cover, and he